News.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot like lava.
Hot like lava.
There's been some news as always. There's always
Nice.
news. It's good
Yes.
for us. And we've got the list as always.
Yes. The
Which
Jason list.
helps us concentrate on what we have to do. So we'll just start from the top and work our way down.
Yep.
Smash Brothers movie.
Might appear to come out and happen and stuff.
And Sony might be publishing it, which is a thing that people have probably... But I haven't read any comments, but I assume people have blown it out of proportion to some extent. Because it's Sony publishing a Nintendo thing.
Yeah, but Nintendo don't make films.
No.
To be fair, Sony do.
Actually, there's a lot... I didn't
Spider-Man
write this
ones.
down, but there's a lot of video game movie stuff at the moment. Because Sega seem to be getting into the video game movie industry. Like, they seem to be in the midst of making some animated films.
Do they?
Altered Beast and Streets of Rage and
Oh.
Crazy Taxi, apparently.
They will be dreadful.
Well, they might not be.
Nah, they will.
They don't have to be. I mean, Sony's already publishing a Sonic movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably dreadful.
Why?
It's because...
They're animated. There's no reason why they should be dreadful. We haven't even seen them yet.
No, but they will be.
I don't know. I'm going to be more open-minded and assume that they'll be light-hearted
That will be your
romps.
downfall, that will. You
You
will die of open-mindedness.
Stop shaking so much. you need your caffeine buzz.
I do. We don't have any caffeine today.
There'll be more caffeine.
I am the buzz. That's
We're
my
in
name.
more of a rush today.
That's true. We are in more of a
So,
rush.
rushing on. Like, there's actually not a
'Cause we're
lot
late,
to say
technically.
about... yeah, this will be late, but it'll still be Monday, so whatever. Yeah, so like, there's not a lot to say about the Smash Bros. Movie.
No, because we don't know what it looks like or how it
No.
will be.
I mean, it'd be like Avengers, but good maybe.
Unlikely.
Yeah, no. Probably
Really?
nothing like it, just with an all-star cast.
Yeah.
Anyway, shouldn't say anything like that on the internet.
Yeah, you
Someone
got to
will
get people
upset.
going.
Okay.
Next up, Xbox.
Xbox this week,
Go
or
on.
the week that was this week, that measured the sales for the week before, I assume,
Yeah, has
Yeah.
sold more.
than the PS4 in the UK and the US,
It's overtaken it.
which I assume is the first time that's happened.
I think it's what happened was people watched our debate video
Our debate video,
and Xbox won
in
that.
which someone accused us of flirting.
Did they?
Yeah, someone says like it's you two aren't arguing, you're flirting or something.
Oh, right.
I mean, we
are
did
massive
bum
gayists. to
quite
be
a
fair.
lot
Yeah.
after that, so
Yeah.
it worked.
King was very jealous.
She was, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That's allowed. That's also news. But yeah, so I mean, good news for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Good news for everyone, really, because competition is healthy.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe it's good because it's got cheaper because it dropped in price
yeah,
relatively
and
recently.
it's Christmas
It
essentially,
might- yeah,
so it means that I
they-
guess more people are buying
I guess
Xboxes
it's
for
It's
Christmas.
a fairly standard thing. They've dropped the price in time for Christmas.
Yeah,
They've made a sensible move.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe everyone bought the PS4 last year, and now they want an Xbox.
Yeah, maybe everyone's going for a complete collection
Yeah.
of next gen.
I mean,
They got the Wii U 3 years ago.
yeah, I don't have the Wii U yet. I mean, I don't have those yet, but I have a Wii
You have the
U.
Wii U,
Yes.
that's what you have.
I mean, we've said that before, but
Yeah,
we're saying it again.
Say
And
it
it's
in the
relative
debate.
because the Wii U also has had its strongest ever week, I think.
Has it?
I think that's what it said, has had its
Strongest week, is that because of Smash
or
Brothers then?
it's just strong week, I put.
The
But I
high
think
sales
it was,
week.
yeah, I think probably the high sales.
I
Apart from
think it's
maybe
like the
launch,
Wii U
but-
is probably going to do well in Christmas.
Yeah, in a comparative, like, it's probably never going to outsell,
The other two.
but, Nintendo do alright,
Yeah.
so...
I don't know that it has to outsell the other two, if you know.
as long as they're making money.
Yeah.
There's always the thing, like whenever there's a thing, an article, and it's like, this Nintendo game is really good, there's always someone who's just like, Nintendo make all these good games, and I just wish they would publish them on another console.
Yeah.
It seems kind of like a backwards thinking kind of way, because if they were publishing on another console, then the games might not be as good.
Yeah.
Because that's their own hardware that
Well,
they know.
they're
and they
known for.
polish.
They're obviously not that great if you're a third-party developer, apparently. For
Yeah.
them, but which is annoying, I guess.
Well,
But
it's annoying for both of them. I don't think they want to be bad for third parties.
No, I don't think so,
They
no,
just historically are.
yeah.
Yeah, people.
And then they do cut. I remember because one of the things that was meant to be bad for the Wii U was that they were insisting on something for the pad.
Yeah.
Is what I heard. And they stopped doing that.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter.
I mean, most people probably would do something with the pad anyway. Because otherwise,
if you do it specifically for Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if not,
I think it's just
because screenplay is a feature.
Yeah. I think it was sort of like Arkham. No, one of the Arkham games had a specific Wii U usage, but then they actually developed it. I think.
Something to do with throwing batarangs.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Were you doing that? Maybe.
Or just looking around with the screen.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, it could have just been used for the map.
Yeah. I mean, it probably did that as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you could use the button like in the normal one as well.
Yeah.
Right. Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD, the remake that was on Vita, is now coming to PS4. It's not really a big surprise.
Along with the 7, which apparently we've already talked about. I didn't know that.
We didn't, but we'll talk about it quickly. Like, we didn't talk about it because they announced that 7 was coming, and then it turned out that it was a
PC port.
Yeah, so no one really cared.
And is 10 an HD remake?
10 is an actual HD remake.
Okay, 10
It's the one.
Is it HD? Okay.
Full HD. It's the ones they did for PS Vita. This year.
Okay.
That James has, and he likes playing. Well, no one likes 10.
Well, they're probably better than Destiny.
Yes, they are. I mean, I like 10.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much, but I played it in a different time in my life when I was fairly ignorant of these kind of games.
Yeah.
So
now you're just ignorant in other kinds of ways.
Yeah.
Like to my feelings.
Good.
Minecraft. No, I missed one out. Papers, Please. I can't miss out Papers, Please, or you'll have a seizure.
Yeah, Papers, Please, like one of my favourite games.
Yes.
Released on iPad. I couldn't give a shit about that, to be fair.
Well, I mean, like, it's cool that more people get to play it.
Yeah.
Actually, is a game that would suit an iPad as well.
Yeah, it's a good game for iPad, and it's a genuinely great game. I really love that game. Gets a bit repetitive, I suppose, but it's fun.
There's a minor censorship thing which made the news. They sort of got accidentally, or at least Apple say, had inclined to believe them because it seems like reasonable enough.
Yeah.
That some of the nudity in Papers, Please got censored.
Yeah. Basically, the body scan was going to. It comes up nude. If you played the game, it comes up nude, and they were putting underwear on. And they've said, well, we'll go back on that. So
yeah.
It's not a big deal. It was nearly news.
Yeah, it was nearly.
No, it's not.
It was nearly a big debate, and then Apple were just like, "Oh no, that was an accident."
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't see that it has to have that nudity, but I don't see that it needs to be cut out either.
Yeah, I suppose the nudity is part of the sort of the grittiness of it.
Well, yeah,
definitely, because it's not titillation. Sort of nudity.
No, not at all. No, and the Eurogamers said that basically it was meant to make you feel uncomfortable. Was what they thought. I don't know. I think that's their interpretation. Whoever wrote the article, but it kind of does because you're sitting there being a representative of a fascist state.
It seems,
confiscating people's passports.
Making you feel uncomfortable seems to.
Got a text. That's very professional.
Well done, Huw. At least you've got that common ass ringtone. So some people on the internet might have just checked their phones.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, not really.
Like when you check Skype because someone's recorded a TV show onto YouTube and left their Skype on.
What a twat.
Anyway, yeah.
So more people will get a chance to play.
More people will get a chance to play a game which I do swear by is one of the best games there is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, for the 10 minutes I played it seemed alright.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well it is.
It's just one of the many things in the Steam backlog.
Yeah.
Minecraft has come to Windows Phone. I mean, kind of inevitable, I suppose.
Yeah.
Minecraft Pocket Edition.
Been able to play it on Android for ages. I know, because I once spent a year trying to stop Korean kids from doing that in my class.
Yes.
It's great.
Mr. James Evans made a comment.
James.
Yeah, in regards to this, which I might as well say, that that's quite interesting, or not interesting, but worth noting that so far Microsoft haven't fucked up Minecraft or really done anything.
No.
So,
and some people were saying that we don't necessarily know that they will. But
yes.
I remember when Oculus Rift was bought by Facebook, people said if you look at what Facebook have bought, they've mostly left it alone. Whilst if you look at something like Rare, Microsoft have mostly.
Well, we don't really know what Facebook have done to Oculus Rift.
No, we don't really.
It hasn't been finished yet.
But they have a history of leaving stuff alone. I think it was Jim Sterling made this point compared to Microsoft, who don't. However, so far they seem to have left it alone.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they'll do something because they want to make money out of it. But you know, if they do it in a good way, then I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be the end of the world.
It's like I said, I don't mind if they put like a billboard in the game or something. I won't kill myself.
I would kill you if they put a billboard in the game.
Yeah, but you're probably going to kill me at some point.
I'm looking
anyway.
for a reason.
Yeah.
What is this? New difficulty. Oh yeah, Alien Isolation had an update.
And it got harder?
And they made a harder mode in the update. Also slightly relevant because this is a 2-tiered news item, because apparently they are in talks to do a sequel as well. Because it was, I think, quite a successful game. It was very well received. I assume it was quite successful because I think even the shit Alien games sell well.
Yeah.
So finally they made a good one. It would be a shame if it didn't, and I'm pretty sure it did. So the sequel seems like a good card to play.
Yeah.
I mean, Sega needs some good franchises. So.
Yeah, and that they seem to have.
I mean, they have a lot of them, but fuck knows they don't
have a good
use
game,
them,
so they may as well have a good franchise. You know.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of good PC franchises because they bought them.
Yes.
Dawn of War, for example.
But I mean, apparently they're quite good at letting people get on with it unless it's a Sonic game. In which case they like to interject.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a rumour. So it's
who knows?
Only Stevie Nicks can confirm.
Aha.
Quite a stretched analogy, but we're going to run with it.
Let's keep going.
PS4s
were sold for $19.94. You missed that one.
Oh, I did.
Sony sold its PS4s for $19.94.
They sold 94 of them in like a startup shop.
Because it has been 20 years since the PS1 was released.
So they milked that number quite a lot. I mean, it was quite a good gesture.
That's a nice.
Some of them turned up on eBay not very long after and have been sold for a lot of money.
I'm sure, yeah.
I also sold some more at normal retail price on Monday.
People will pay a lot for that.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad that I guess the real collectors didn't get it for the cheap price.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't really control that sort of thing.
There's also going to be more real collectors than there are people buying it.
Yeah.
So there's 19 sold.
94 sold.
94 sold. There's probably going to be more real collectors who want it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Well, there were more collector's editions designed like the PlayStation 1 that were sold for normal price.
Ah, okay.
But that was quite fun. Everyone enjoyed that. They look quite cool. I would want one. Yeah. I was kind of sad I didn't get one when I read about it, but then I
PS1's better, though.
live in London, so...
Going to be a reactionary retro person. PS1 is probably a better console.
I know, but even the PS1 would cost you more than £19.94 at the moment. So.
Yeah, I've already got one.
Yeah.
Got my one from when I was a kid. But yeah. Especially with the 20th anniversary. But
yes. Hooray PS1.
Yeah. And next...
Microsoft have been fully confirmed to be the publishers of Rise of the Tomb Raider, meaning that what we thought was a timed exclusive might now be a full exclusive.
Extended.
Which seemed like it was done, I don't know if it was just bad timing, but it seems like a reaction to the Street Fighter 4 thing.
Yeah, maybe.
So this is kind of a nobody wins situation, I suppose, except Square Enix gets some guaranteed pocket money. Microsoft must be paying a lot for them to make sure it's platform exclusive, as I assume Sony are with Street Fighter as well, because they'd have to, I guess, to guarantee the offset of sales they're going to get.
I mean, let me think. I'd say, because I wasn't that bothered, I already said I wasn't that bothered about Street Fighter, but that's because I don't play it, but it is a massive franchise.
Yeah, and Tomb Raider probably even more so.
Yeah, the new Tomb Raiders, people have really loved them on both consoles, so it's a bit like...
Well, all Tomb Raiders, really.
Nah, some of them were not very well.
But I mean,
but Tomb Raider
Tomb Raider's always been multi-format, is what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. It was on Saturn back in the day.
And N64.
And 64, yeah. So, it's been places. It's a good
So, I mean, we've kind of done this sort of thing before. We don't like people just buying exclusives. We'd rather they put that money into developing exclusives.
Yes.
But, I mean...
Well, I hadn't thought it out in that level, but if you would put those two things in front of me, I know which one I'd choose.
Yeah.
Well,
those are my thoughts on the subject. That's where the money would be better spent, creatively speaking, but these guys are trying to sell consoles, I suppose. I just don't... I'm not a businessman, so I don't intend to think like one. I still think it sucks, because it means...
Hey.
I mean, I'm not that...
Let's hope that Amazon box thing turns out to be really good. Because they're now, they're Android console.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I want loads of indie games to come out, because I like indie games, because I'm a very pretentious person.
They always come out on pretty much everything, though. So that's cool.
That's true.
That is.
And I can play them on my laptop usually anyway.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just hoping it will add some spice to the market.
Sure.
Not to say that indie games don't exist. It's to say that it seems like there's, in the competitive high-level world, we're definitely looking at a bit of a saturation and a bit of boringness sometimes.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm being a bit grumpy and I'm overstating it a tiny bit, but I think that's what we could view this Tomb Raider thing as an example of.
Yeah.
For example.
I mean, the Tomb Raider reboot was pretty fun.
Yeah, and everyone enjoyed it.
But, I mean, it very much kind of was a by-the-numbers AAA action game, just sort of done quite well.
Yeah,
didn't
like
take
Uncharted
any
2.
big risks. Yeah,
yeah.
It was. Yeah, well, Uncharted is obvious. I mean, you could say Uncharted took a lot from Tomb Raider initially as well.
It did. It even took from the Tomb Raiders at the time when Tomb Raider was a bit less popular.
Yeah,
the PS2 and PS3 Tomb Raiders, or PS3 Tomb Raiders, I should say. But, yeah.
But, I mean, there was a very little tomb raiding in it. It was very much more of a shooty game than it was a sort of puzzly, jumpy game, which the old Tomb Raiders were. And I would like to see more. I mean, there was a new Lara Croft game released this week, which is supposed to be more like the old games, but then that's what everyone said, but then it kind of turned out when I looked at it that it was more of a multiplayer twin-stick shooter, which but it had classic Lara in it.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean by twin-stick, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, sort of. Not just a straight up fucking Robotron, but
Yeah.
It's got levels. Anyway, we've got a couple more things. Did you read about Tekken 7? Is this new to you?
No.
Okay, they announced a character called Lucky Chloe this week who looks like some sort of, I don't know what to call her, like some really cliche Japanese sort of, with the
like
baby face with like
chibi,
like a fucking J-pop lady or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the word to describe. Basically, some people on the internet had this big old problem, not with the fact that she was, which when I first read about the outbreak, I thought it was going to be about over-sexualizing, but it's not. It's people were like, she's boring, and some of it was because of...
She's boring?
Yeah, because she's very sort of archetypal. I mean, she looks fucking mad to me, but yeah, I understand where that's coming from. But she also looks like she plays like she's a breakdancer type, Eddie Gordo type character.
Okay.
Which I
so then maybe she's just another skin for Christy.
Yeah, well,
might even be a big deal.
But like there was a lot of annoyance about her appearance being kind of, I don't know, like stereotypical.
K-poppy, basically.
Yeah, I'm not
J-poppy, sorry.
But like the thing that happened was. The designer, came onto Twitter after being directed to a NeoGAF forum where this was happening, and sort of had a go at all of them in a
Phil Fish-esque move.
Yeah, but more Japanese, so more broken English. More broken English, which ended up with him saying, "Well, if you, meaning the Americans, don't want it, then you won't have this character, and we'll only give it to the European and the Asian audiences." Not sure if that's a threat that he's following through with or not, but it seems to be interpreted as that's going to happen.
Okay.
It seemed a bit silly.
That's a bit of an overreaction.
NeoGAF as representative of all of America.
Yeah.
Certainly isn't, but...
there's still large sections of America where people don't use the internet at all.
Yeah. They probably don't have PlayStation 4s either, though. But, yeah, I don't know, they're just going to have to probably calm him down a bit and,
I don't know.
She'd look like a Tekken character to me, at least like the kind of Tekken that Tekken's grown into, which is the kind of Tekken.
No, a robot lady who looked like a maid from a maid cafe.
Yeah, I liked her.
She was good. I liked her.
I got quite bored of Tekken, but that's just because I got bored of a lot of fighting games. It's not really specific to Tekken. It's just that they don't really change that much from game to game.
I enjoyed one of the Mortal Kombats.
Yeah. I like Mortal Kombat a lot, but yeah, I feel like I only have time to invest deeply in one fighting game, basically.
And you've chosen Mortal Kombat, fair enough.
Yeah, well, I like that one the most anyway, so natural.
And we've got one more that I added. I've actually got another one that I meant to add. When we were talking about Final Fantasy X and X-2, probably should have brought up Suikoden, which is also 1 and 2 are coming to PS4 as well, which are also...
What?
Suikoden, I believe it's called, or is it Suikoden? I can't remember.
Oh, it's called a Sudoku.
Oh, okay. There we
I
go.
don't know. That's
I
just
have
me
no
reading
idea how it's
it.
meant to
Now
be
I know
used.
what you mean. Now that you've said it a couple of times.
That's also coming to PS4.
That's probably
That's quite a big deal for its fans.
The first time in English, or it's going to be fucking. Because I've looked at the price of those before.
I don't know about
They're not very cheap. No, I think they must be in English.
I think they're
but
rare.
They're very
I think they're
hard
rare.
to get.
Yeah. I don't think it was that popular on PS1, but it's got like a kind of underground fan base.
Yeah.
So if you're into it, it's going to be a digital copy available soon.
That's good. Always good.
Yeah.
That's
That's cool.
Scrolls. Tell us about Scrolls.
I don't know actually that much about Scrolls. Apparently, I know more than Jason, but not very much more.
I knew that the Minecraft guy, Notch was making his other thing called Scrolls. And I was just
it's
like,
a collectible card game.
Yeah.
It's an online card game.
So it's not
And
as good as Minecraft.
It won't be as good as Minecraft, probably.
And nothing ever will.
It seems like you can buy cards.
Yes.
I don't know how expensive this is, but it seems like you can build decks in the way you would a normal deck building card game.
Mm-hmm.
Those very much aren't my thing, but I've played a couple that I've enjoyed. To be fair, I quite like Magic the Gathering in real life, but it's I'm not going to get into it. But when the beta comes out, he's put a limit on how much you can spend because he doesn't want the beta to crash. And it's a bit of interesting news to end on. And but that looks like
a lot of things crashing when they go live.
Yeah,
in the wild.
Exactly, and he's taken a precaution, which I think is a sensible thing to do.
Yes, he's put his penis in a condom.
Yep, he has indeed. Also, I don't know that this was going to be like a microtransaction game, and I don't like the idea that it is, but that's just a general prejudice I've developed, I think.
Strange playing card games without cards.
Yeah.
If that's all it is. What happened to that other one he was doing with the 3D blocks?
Yeah, I don't know.
that looked, I don't know.
What, other than Minecraft?
Yeah, there was some other thing he was making.
I didn't hear of this, so I didn't.
I saw it in the Minecraft the movie thing. He showed it at the end, like, this is what I'm doing now. And I was like,
maybe he's still doing it.
Definitely wasn't a card game.
No. Scrolls does appear to be a card game. I've literally read one Eurogamer article on it, and this is all it said. So I don't know that much about Scrolls, but
I mean,
it looks like it might be fun. But yeah,
have a go at Scrolls.
Have a go if you want to.
If you don't. That's the news.
That was the news.
Wrapped up tightly in a hot cross bun.
Join us next week.
Maybe. I mean, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving yet.
Yeah, I know, but Christmas.
Christmas isn't next Sunday.
I know, but less is going to happen. We'll probably be here next week. The chances
we can take
are
the Christmas week off. I don't think people will mind. If we're not here next week, it's because we took Christmas off. There you go. Sorted.
Okay.